All right, today I've got a story for you. It's a simple one, but man, is it powerful. It's kind of a modern-day parable, and it's called The Farmer Who Waited for the Rain.
And it kicks off with this really stark line. Think about what this means. It's not just describing a patch of dirt, right? It's a feeling of complete and utter hopelessness. Can you just imagine a place so empty, so lifeless, that this is how you describe it?
So let's set the scene. We're starting in what feels like a totally forgotten place, basically a field of dust.
So here's our guy Raghav. He's a poor farmer in this tiny remote village, and he is struggling. Big time. See, his field isn't just having a bad year. No, it's broken. The ground is rock hard, all cracked and dry, and for years, nothing's grown there. No rice, no wheat, you can't even get grass to grow. It is completely, totally barren.
But then, you have this. In the middle of all that emptiness, what does Raghav do? He shows up every single day. And it's this beautiful, kind of heartbreaking thing to see, right? You've got this dead field on one side, and on the other, a man whose hope is just refusing to die. And it's all riding on one simple thing: rain.
Okay, so what happens next is what happens when that kind of hope runs into, well, resistance. This part of the story is all about that quiet, steady work that nobody else seems to notice. It's the work no one saw.
And there's that resistance, right there. See, this isn't just Raghav fighting his own doubts, it's coming from the outside. His own neighbors, his community, they look at him and they don't see hope. They see a fool. They're the ones saying the logical thing. Hey, the land is dead, just give it up.
And his response? So simple, but so powerful. The world tells him to stop, so he just keeps working, but he does it when no one's looking. His belief doesn't need an audience to be real. And look at what he's doing. It's nothing huge or dramatic. He's picking out stones. He's trying to soften this rock-hard soil. He's planting seeds that, by all accounts, should just shrivel up and die. It's this slow, patient process of getting ready for a rain that might literally never show up.
And this is basically his whole philosophy. It's so humble, right? He's not out there praying for some giant miracle. He's just running on this tiny, fragile maybe. This whole thing isn't about being sure it'll work. It's about having faith in the process itself. Faith in just showing up and trying.
And all of this, it brings us to the turning point. After all that waiting, all that quiet work, we finally get it. The first drop of rain.
And you can just feel it, can't you? One evening, something shifts in the air. After years of the exact same dry heat, something is different.
It starts with a cool wind.
Then that smell, the smell of wet earth, even before the rain has started. It's like a promise just floating on the air.
And then he sees it. Not a whole sky full of clouds, just one, a single dark cloud. Everything, all that hope, all that work is now focused on that one spot in the sky.
And then it happens. That first drop falls. And it feels like so much more than just weather, doesn't it? It feels like an answer, like a blessing from the sky. This is that moment where his faith finally gets a reply.
Okay, so the rain is here. But what happens when that rain hits a field that someone has been patiently getting ready for years? Well, you get what looks like a miracle of green.
Just look at how this happens. It's not slow, it's fast, it's almost magical. The land doesn't just get a little better, it explodes with life. The cracks in the earth just disappear. Those seeds Raghav planted, the ones everyone thought were useless, they open up, and suddenly there are shoots, and then green just spreads everywhere. See, this wasn't just rain falling on dead ground. It was rain falling on ground that was ready. And of course, what do the villagers say? The same people who told him he was wasting his time, they're just staring at this field completely speechless. It's pure shock. Their logic, their common sense said this was impossible. But you can't argue with a field full of life, right?
So, let's bring this all home. What's the big lesson here? What's the wisdom we can pull from Raghav's story? This is the farmer's final lesson.
And this is so important. It really breaks down the two different ways of looking at the same thing. What the world sees is a lost cause. But what faith sees? A future harvest. The world sees barren land. Faith sees untapped potential. And maybe the biggest one of all, The world sees wasted effort, but faith sees a patient investment.
And this is what Raghav tells them. He says, land is like life. The formula is so simple, but man, it's hard to do. If you take care of it, if you stay patient, and if you just keep trying, it will always reward you in the end.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Success doesn't just come to people with the best luck or the best resources. It comes to those who keep working, especially when the whole world is telling them it's hopeless. So, I want to leave you with this question to think about. What's the barren field in your life? You know, that project, that relationship, that dream that just feels like a lost cause right now. This story asks us to maybe look at it again. Maybe it isn't dead. Maybe it's just waiting for the rain. And maybe it's just waiting for you to keep working the soil.